Then they changed to bipolar 1 and bipolar 2, and they doubled the percentage. I keep forgetting which one I am, but that's because of my ADD. You see, the psychiatrist gave me an ADD test to take home and fill out and return to him next month. Well, I totally spaced. It got lost in my car, and I forgot to bring it back. So he gave me another form to fill out. After my third attempt to forget to bring it, he diagnosed my ADD diagnosis by default. So I switched from going to the bipolar support group meeting to attending ADD meetings. Unfortunately, everybody kept forgetting to show up. I did get to a special presentation by Dr. Daniel Amen. He showed scans showing different types of ADD. When you combine ADD with mania, the brain scan glows bright red and orange, and he nicknamed this condition the Ring of Fire. Well, you know, I know you guys probably don't think it's good to be known by your diagnosis, but how cool is it to have a theme song? Burn, 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 a ring of fire, a ring of fire. Having ADD and mania at the same time is a double whammy. It means that I maxed out my visa, but I forget why I'm doing it. I work as a therapist and peer counselor at Western State Hospital, but unfortunately I have frequent identity crises. But that's only when I can't find my identity badge. I've been around a long time. I'm so ancient, my work history goes back to BC. That's before computers. I was upset by a Facebook posting. You've probably seen it going around. It says that being popular on Facebook is like sitting at the coolest table at the mental hospital cafeteria. So I needed to set the record straight. I let them know that due to budget cuts, it's been years since Western State Hospital had a cafeteria. True. And it's really challenging at work. I used to teach patients how to cook, but they took away the knife. Then they took away all our pens and pencils, so we had to stop journaling. I wonder what's going to happen when they take away the toilet paper. And as a rec therapist, I used to take people out in the car every day. Then I used to take them out once a month. Now I can't even take people out of the building. I feel so sorry for those psychiatrists. And anyway, I started working on self-improvement. I just upgraded my makeup to super anti-aging, and it seems to be working. I got my first pimple in years. And then I got carded. Ask Debbie! When I tried to order the super value senior meal. And I also joined this comedy class. David says we measure success in stand-up comedy by LPM, that's laughs per minute. So I decided to take up speed talking. The good thing is I can say more funny stuff. The bad thing is no one can understand me. Well, you know how they have mood scales to monitor people's moods? I recently developed a scale for our class. We're still in class. I'm still in training. And we developed a new scale for our stand-up for mental health group. I call it JPW. That's jokes per week. If you write 4 to 6, that's normal. 0 to 2, suicide watch. Over 200, a sure sign of mania. And I just want to let you guys know that, truthfully, one of my warning signs is when I become unwell, I don't get the humor in comments. So, warning, if you don't laugh at our jokes, could be symptomatic. Okay, now seriously, jokes, I want to take a moment to thank the Western State Hospital Grave Concerns Cemetery Association for sponsoring me to attend my first Alternatives Conference. And I want to credit Stand Up for Mental Health Tacoma for helping me transform from being known primarily as the cemetery lady to being a competitor. I'm currently simultaneously in both a local Biggest Loser contest and I'm in a Mary Kay makeover for charity for grave concerns. So those things don't all change. TV for sponsorships later. Anyway, I want to thank David Granger for your gifted coaching support and for giving me the opportunity to debut before our official show, which is in 2 weeks.
Okay, and your next number from Olympia, Washington. Please give it up for Stephanie Lane.
The restraining order on my boyfriend wasn't him playing hard to get. You lifted that restraining order, right, David? But dating's hard no matter who you are. I tried online dating once, and it was really expensive. But it turns out that I was dating a home shopping network operator. Really? He was sending me all these great presents. I mean, what do you say to someone when we talk about dating, when we meet somebody, like who we are, what we do. I think that I should seriously come with a warning label. Or just introduce myself. Hi, my name is Stephanie and I have a pocket full of crazy. Say, put it right out there. And I like long walks on the beach, massages, and the green Jell-O, when they did have a cafeteria, I went to day months ago. Isn't that bad? Really? They don't put virgin in? Or I like long walks on the beach, massages, and taking my lithium with chilled coconut water. Because I'm fancy like that. Yeah. And I wish the Facebook, the Facebook friends request came with better choices instead of ignore or yes, or I wish it came with like no. Oh, hell no. and dude. I have self-esteem now. Seriously. And Twitter. Twitter's like stalking for dummies. Like in real life people followed you, you would take out a restraining order, right? But if 500 people are following you on Twitter that you don't know, you're popular. But a lot of people have mental illness and have mental health conditions, whatever you want to call it. And here's how to tell if you have one. You know that you have a mental health condition when the crisis line has you on speed. You know you have a mental health condition when the 911 operator recognizes you by your voices. And you know you have a mental health condition when the top of your medical insurance card says, frequent flyer. I have so many points. I just don't know where to cash it in. And you know that you have a mental health condition when going to where everybody knows your name involves a trip to the psych ward. Hi there. But my dad was happy when I finally got a diagnosis, because he could cancel the exorcism. Daddy. I'm a daddy's girl. And I'm sick of all the political correctness. All the other disabilities have code words or appropriate acceptable language. Like, nobody's retarded anymore, you know. They're developmentally disabled, right? Nobody's handicapped, they're differently able. But with me, nobody says, Stephanie's exhibiting some symptoms of her mental illness. I walk in a room and they're like, that bitch is crazy. And I'm like, what? Let me sit with my face. And I'm a correction, that bitch is half and crazy. Okay? So, I got kicked out of the entire Kent School District for some of my bizarre childhood behavior when I was 12 years old. And I ended up going to a boarding school that I kind of left right by here in Sheridan, Oregon. It was a Scientology boarding school called Delphi, the Delphi Foundation. And it's really hard to tell if you're delusional when your new religion doesn't believe in mental illness and is based on aliens. You know, it's the only time in my whole life I felt perfectly normal. Thank you. But I do want to say, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to David and stand-up mental health. Stand-up for mental health. We have to make mental health for say, hey, there's so many things going on. But like this was the most healing experience that I've ever had. It's more healing than any therapy that I've ever had, and it's definitely more. It's definitely cheaper. Like seriously, I have really terrible stage fright when it comes to like performing. I can present. But performing is a very different thing, and particularly around something, my act is completely based on my personal experience and truth, and never in a million years did I ever think that I'd be able to laugh about that, let alone actually talk about something like that. So please give David a round of applause for thinking about that. And then I do want to give a plug for the youth who put these signs up. So come see us today. Greg is there from Arizona last night, and the youth are going to do a performance art today at lunch, so please don't miss that. And on a personal note, I lost my cell phone. I really did. So I did come from the street, and I won't hurt you if you just give it back.